Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm doing pretty great. I adore Black Butler and I'm excited to talk about it in this video. I've previously made a video on Book of Circus if you want to check that one out too, though I think I made it like 2 years ago and I'm not entirely sure what I actually said. I enjoyed the public school arc, but I can't say that it's my favorite. There's a change in the style, in the animation style, isn't there? I don't like it. Despite that, I had a good time with this season. It follows Ciel and Sebastian as they head to a prestigious British high school to investigate the disappearance of the Queen's nephew, along with some other highborn boys. Once enrolled, he quickly realizes there's a very strict hierarchy in place amongst the student body, with 4 prefects at the top of the pyramid, 1 prefect per house. The boffins, the jocks, the artsy kids, and the most fancy. There was something in this season that really stood out to me and was not emphasized enough for my liking. The appearance of Ciel's father, Vincent. I know that Ciel is not like other boys, he's not very emotional, strong, stiff upper lip, all that stuff, but it was his dad. There should have been more emotional weight placed on him following in his father's footsteps. He is in Blue House, the same as his father, and he comes up with a cunning scheme to win the cricket tournament, which his father did before him, and there has been nobody to do that since his father. And then he gets the man of the match thing, and he wears the same outfit as his dad.
You cut a far sorrier figure than I had expected.
Bite your tongue. First formers aren't normally a part of the procession. We'll have to make do. I can't believe how raggedy this ensemble is, though, and I'm only the second to wear it.
And that one other person is his father. Come now, Ciel is a very tough young man, but that's significant and special, isn't it? I wanted more acknowledgement of this. But then that could just be my overly sentimental heart, because Ciel isn't sentimental, and every time I think that he might be, there is evidence to the contrary. Like in his friendship with Macmillan, the young man genuinely helps Ciel and looks out for him, offering to help him without hesitation, without asking for anything in return.
Well, even so, there's nothing to be done now.
Not true! I was there, I can vouch for you.
Huh?
We heard Cole clear as day. He's the one in the wrong, not you.
So he is. Very well then. Thank you for your help, Macmillan.
Aye, it's nothing really.
So I thought to myself, Ciel is making a friend, a genuine friend who is his age, who knows nothing of demons and zombies and reapers and clandestine arrangements. But at the end of the season, he doesn't even read the letter Macmillan wrote to him and asks Sebastian to destroy it. Why are you doing this, Ciel? Friends are good things. You don't have to be alone. It doesn't make you weak. I guess I want him to act his age a little more, to enjoy himself without feeling the need to have an ulterior motive. Like to have a friend just to have a friend, not because it's useful to him to achieve his ultimate goals. After working very hard at cricket and coming up with all these ways to cheat the game, he is so happy when they win. He even says he got lost in the euphoria of victory to the point of ignoring his injury. And I'm thinking, oh yay, even though this is all part of his plan, he is having a good time as young boys do. But then later scenes makes me wonder if his joy was at the success of his plan or the victory for the house. They're not quite the same thing to me, and I fear there is no clear answer.
I order you to be gentler!
Almost finished. Besides, I thought you were lost in euphoria.
Don't get clever with me. I was clearly lying! Thus, the Wicket Keeper's heroic efforts bring about a miraculous victory for the perennial wooden spooners of Blue House. I could not have orchestrated a more perfect ending. We played well, won an historic victory, and touched the hearts of peers and parents alike.
When he gave Bluer a pep talk before the final bowl, I was so pleased to see him being so nice. And meanwhile, he switched the balls. He's always up to something. He spends too much time with Sebastian, who is a demon. I really enjoyed how they animified cricket, which to me has always been a boring game. Some of these boys have some intense aura and impressive techniques. The animal imagery for each of the houses is very cool. I should have said this earlier, but I like this kid and his whole vibe. He was born in the wrong era because he would have loved skateboards. The Purple House kids really do seem very cool. The story never explained why they are so secretive, to the point of not wanting the others to put out the fire, destroying their home. I really wonder what that was all about. When it comes to the mystery of this season, I was guessing until the very end. When Greenhill behaved so honorably during the cricket match, I was like, this guy? No way he is involved in some sinister stuff. This is a gentleman. This is a dashing young man. Obviously, he's being manipulated by the headmaster, who is the real villain, because clearly the lower master is some kind of puppet, and that's why he can't use stairs. And when Sebastian couldn't catch up to the headmaster, I was like, there you have it, the true villain. I did not expect the headmaster to be the Undertaker Reaper. I actually thought the headmaster was going to be a puppet too, just like the lower master, and then there would be some other evil boss pulling all of the strings. But no, it's the Undertaker. And he is here because he is still knee-deep in his zombie experiments that we first learned about in Book of the Atlantic, the arc before this one. And who is he turning into zombies? Oh, just the missing boys that Ciel has been looking for, because the noble-hearted Greenhill beat them to death with a cricket bat for betraying everything that Western College stands for with their awful, degenerate behavior.
Just stop. The burden of my sins should be mine alone to bear.
You forget, Greenhill. There are 4 prefects here.
That's right. And all prefects are charged with protecting Weston.
For that noble cause, we will proudly share the burden with you.
You truly...
For tradition!
And so, the P4 murdered a bunch of boys and the lower master and proceeded to ring up a mad scientist to bring them back to life and help them cover up their crime. And they feel completely justified, like there was simply nothing else they could do. They could just not allow Weston to be tarnished in that way. Talk about drinking the Kool-Aid. They have been thoroughly brainwashed by this institution. I appreciate Ciel noticing how deep their delusion is and kind of appeasing them so they don't freak out or anything and he can report his findings. This has got nothing to do with the story, but neither the Undertaker nor Sebastian are as devilishly beautiful in this new style. It's such a bummer because half of the fun of Black Butler is how stunning Sebastian is. This whole arc didn't have as much Sebastian as I wanted, but he was in his Butler bag in this season. I mean, he's always brilliant, but in this season there's not as much housework. It's all focused on how he takes care of Ciel. And guys, I want a butler. I don't want to take off my own jacket, tie my own shoelaces, or prepare my meals. And he's so good at running errands and following orders. And all of his food looks delicious. It amuses me that he's always wearing his butler uniform under his academic robes. And when Ciel sends him on a mission, he immediately throws off the robe so he can be in his true form.
You've disrupted the tea party. An English gentleman who would display such poor manners isn't worth his salt.
Well done, Sebastian. It pains me to praise you, but that was brilliant.
I included these clips because I found them amazing. Sebastian has the best lines in the show. He's a great advertisement for selling your soul to a demon. I like that he is a demon wearing a rosary for most of the series. He's so useful to have around. I feel like he's become invested in Ciel. I do not mean that he cares for him like a human would, but that he's invested because of all of his efforts.
It states that my highest priority must be your survival. I've gone through great pains in raising you. I won't stand for anyone snatching you away.
The ending of the whole arc is very realistic in my opinion. The P4 are expelled but not prosecuted, and the death of the other boys is covered up. Surprise, surprise, rich and powerful people not getting their just desserts. Also, while the Queen is disturbed to hear of the dead being reanimated, she is also intrigued at the prospect of using them for her own benefit. That's exactly the kind of thing someone with this much power would think. Before I end this video, I want to say that Edward Mulford is such a decent young man, and I like him a lot. Ciel's got a good future brother-in-law in him. When Greenhill got bitten by zombie Arden, he really sprang into action. He thinks he's not special, but he is special in just being decent and upstanding. What do they call guys like this? Golden Retriever. He's a Golden Retriever guy. And he is rightly disturbed by the actions of Greenhill. All of this might be kind of good for him in the long run. Now he knows not to idolize people or put them on a pedestal, because you never know what they're truly like. Another thing I really liked about this arc is how much fun Ciel had in this arc. Hanging out with boys closer to his age, scheming on how to play cricket, playing the cricket and winning, then celebrating their victory, dancing with Lizzie and bonding with his future father-in-law. The young master needs that in his life too. I liked the slice of life episode at the end of the season. I enjoyed the staff and their interactions. Sebastian is such an asset to Ciel, he's even making sure the Phantom Hive businesses is flourishing. Ciel may lose his soul, but the Phantom Hive legacy shall prevail. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if the mood strikes you. Have a great week. See you in the next one. I'm Kayla. Bye.